This is a Laseractive player with NEC pack that will probably go on eBay December 31st, 2018. So this is just going to show it running and working. I do not have Laserdisc games or Laserdisc movies to test this with, but CDs, the HuCard games, and CD, Super CD games do work with it. So I'm going to show that. Sort of try to do it all in one video here so you can see it all working without any cuts or anything. So first of all, I'll just turn this on without anything in it. And you can see on the screen, stop. I'll go ahead and open up the Laserdisc. This is just the drawer for the Laserdisc. I don't have one, so I can't really test that, but I can put in a CD here. And if I push the CD button here, it'll know that I'm trying to load a CD even though it's in the Laserdisc tray. You can see the laser there moving forward, detecting it. Comes up as a compact disc. It'll stop until I hit play. And then we'll get our CD audio going here through the TV. It does have 2 video outputs and 2 audio outputs on the back, just through RCA jacks. So you could have this going out to a stereo and a TV. Like if you wanted to stream it or something like that, you could probably capture it on one output and play it through a TV on another. So this is the CD portion working. I'll eject that now. So you can see just the CD part comes out. And now to play the game part of it. This, I guess I should talk about this. This is the pack. It has been completely recapped on the inside. This has been recapped on the power supply, which maybe I'll get a close-up of that at the end here. Has had all fuses replaced in it. So it should be good for a while. Caps on the main board aren't really known to go bad, so I haven't done anything with that. But this is, slide this in if I can get it. Helps to turn it off first. There is a physical plastic piece that comes down and blocks the pack if it's turned on and you're trying to slide it in like I just did. So we'll turn this guy on. That's the Laseractive intro screen. I can pop this out. See if I can't plug in a controller while it's going. So this is pretty clean, almost new game. And if I hit play there, should go ahead and just load it up immediately. You can see disc spin. And that's the game loaded. And this quality does look much better on the CRT, but I had trouble getting that on camera without a lot of flashing. So that's the CD game. Just like one of the Duo devices or a CD device, if you press start and hold select, it resets the system. And then I can hit CD button, or I could do it through the screen as well. And we'll get rid of the CD game. Close that back up. And there is a plastic piece here as well that pops out when you hit the power button, so I'm not able to put a card in while it's turned on. So we'll turn that off, pop the card in, and this will go straight to the HuCard. There's no menu. And the Hue works. And again, start and select. And you can get into the internal memory on the NEC pack for game saves and things like that just by hitting select at this start menu here. Once it figures out nothing's in there. This would be the format command for the backup RAM. You can format it. So that menu is as it would be on a Duo or CD system. So that's all I'm going to do for this one piece video here, and then I'll cut it and I'll show sort of the internals here and what I've done just to show how I've kind of restored it. Alright, so I want to show some of the internals here and what I've done. Let's see, laser's going to pop up and down, try to focus. So that's functioning properly. It does that to try to see if there's a CD or laser disc. It'll go all the way back to try to sense the size of the disc that's in there. And if I open this, these gears have been greased in here. This is the power supply that has had all the capacitors replaced, all fuses replaced. These belts have been replaced on the pulleys. A lot of these tracks and things that are under the tray here have been greased so it goes in and out a little bit nicer. Same with the buttons here. You can see in the pictures on the auction that these have this faceplate and the tray have been completely removed and cleaned, and so these buttons have been greased in there to make them slide a little bit nicer. And you see the laser go up again. Here's a more detailed view of the circuit boards, if anyone is interested. This board up here is the one that lays flat on top when it's all closed up. This is a video board that handles the Laserdisc output, that portion of it. The pack outputs for the NEC pack and Sega pack are this RGB board here. This is a laser control board. It has some pod adjustments here. You can see this blue and gray cable and ribbon cable flow down here to this board where the laser plugs into. And there's a couple fuses back here that can be an issue for the laser actually working when it tries to focus. So those have been replaced. And here's a quick look at the back of the unit. Here's the two video and audio outputs that I mentioned earlier. So you can have two video and two audio out at the same time. This is an optical audio output. And that's pretty much it. A lot of work went into restoring this, and I hope you can appreciate it. Thanks for looking.